Washington Mystics kicked off training camp today. They're in the building. Not a whole lot's come out, but we're going to talk about what we have seen right here on Washington Mystics Unfiltered. Let's go. All right, folks, man. Let's do this thing right. Okay. Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of Washington Mystics Unfiltered. You know where it is, man. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell, leave your comments. You know who I am, Rudy Rodriguez Showmont, founder of Come On Now, the podcast, Combat Corner, Her Game, Her Way Women's Basketball. This is our show specific to Washington Mystics basketball. So if you're new, make sure you subscribe right now because I'm going to be bringing you Washington Mystics content all season long. As I've said in my initial video, I'm a big Lauren Betts fan. I love Cody McMahon's style of basketball. And I think the Washington Mystics have done an absolutely outstanding job in the draft the last 2 seasons. And they're a team that's on the come up and going to be fun to watch. So let's jump in on this video right here. Again, camp started today. I'm going to bring up something that I saw that they posted. They haven't really posted a lot, to be quite honest. The fact remains is that there are still teams that need to do a better job with media coverage. And like, for example, I'm not seeing a whole lot of anything from the Washington Mystics, but let's take a look right here. So here is what the Washington Mystics have on their website. And I'm going to be real with you. They got to do a better job. Mystics, do a better job right here, because if you want people to talk about your team, you got to promote your team a little bit, because most of us don't have access to day-to-day. Podcasters don't. And I'm going to show you a couple of interviews that I found, but there's not a whole lot. And unlike the Indiana Fever, who have their interviews published by on their team YouTube channel, Mystics don't have any of that published on their team YouTube channel. Do better. This is what they've got, though, and it's not much, to be real. Alrighty then, that's what you got for the Washington Mystics, man. They don't show shit. I mean, they don't show a damn thing. And I'm gonna be real, it's not a way to promote the team. Like, I'm on their site right now, and quite frankly, it's kind of atrocious, folks. Their YouTube channel only has 5,000 subscribers. Folks, I'm gonna have more subscribers for this channel before they. I'm gonna have as many subscribers to this channel as they do to theirs, because y'all are gonna support, y'all gonna buy in, and y'all are gonna love what I put out to y'all. Because that's a joke. They got nothing on their website, nothing. Now, I'm not gonna compare the other teams because I haven't looked. If they look like that, I think it's pretty damn bad. I mean, I can tell you what Indiana's is right now. Let me take a look real quick, because I mean, I'm sure theirs is far better. Indiana, let's see here. They got 190,000 subscribers. How about the Las Vegas Aces? They've got 93,000 subscribers. How about the New York Liberty? They've got, this is their YouTube channels, 18,500. They need to do a bit better than that. Are there any? I want to see if there's anyone worse, because that would be pretty bad than 5,000 for a WNBA basketball team, in my opinion. There's 14,000 for the Atlanta Dream. You know, I'm getting a little nervous here, folks. Dallas Wings, they got 11,000. How about the LA Sparks? Come on, folks, do better, DC, man. I'm gonna have to build y'all, man. 12,000 subscribers. Seattle Storm. I'm doing this on the fly, folks. I have no idea. 8,400. That's still better than DC. Minnesota Lynx. They got. Oh boy, where do they got? They got 14-5. Yo, this is really bad. Now the Connecticut Sun won't be there next year, but even they got okay. They're worse. They're at under 4,000. They're worse. Okay, so we got one that's worse. One. Let me see. Anybody else? Did I miss anybody? Phoenix Mercury. I would presume Phoenix is better. Phoenix Mercury. They got 9,500. That's pretty much it, right? I don't think of any. There's no other teams. Chicago Sky. They probably way above that, obviously. They're at 9. They're at 20,000. They probably lost a bunch when Angel Reese got traded. So yeah, the second worst in terms of YouTube quality. Look, man, I'm gonna help them build that shit up. I promise you. But I need them to do a better job posting some stuff, man. Let's talk about this team right now. You know, they have a real nice roster coming in right here, and just keeping it real. Like, there's a player that I have questions about. I think we know a lot of players that are going to make this team. I think you can look at the roster and figure out that who's going to make this squad, or have a really good chance to make this squad. And when I look at the roster right now, I'm looking at I think Georgia Amore, Shakira Austin, Lauren Betts, Sonia Citrone. Problem is they still have this old dated roster here on ESPN. Let me go to the Mystics page. Mystics roster. Their roster, let's go through this again. Shakira Austin, Lauren Betts, Cody McMahon, Rory Harmon, Angela Dugalich, Cassandra Prosper, Christine Uwuala, Nyla Harris, Kamaria McDaniel, Madison Scott, Maya Hollingshed, Alex Wilson, Georgia Moore, Onion Wary, Citrone, Olsen, Lucy Olsen, Kiki Irvin. Now, I'll tell you this. Locks to me, locks. These are locks. I'm going to make sure I count. So, locks are Austin, Betts, McMahon, Dugalich, Amore, Onion Wary, Citrone. That's 7. Erie Finn. That's 8. Okay, I think Rory Harmon has a good shot to make this team if she does what she does. I think, and then I think Angela. I think Rory Harmon has a good chance to make this team. I did see already that they've put. I think it's Prosper, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken, let me verify. Washington Mystics developmental contracts. So the Washington Mystics, they signed Dariana Littlepage Bugs. She was one of their draft picks. They signed her to a developmental deal. That's why she's not even on this roster anymore. She was one of their draft picks. So I knew they signed one. So they already told this young woman she's not on the team. Like, she's gonna be a whatever. She's not really on the team. The developmental contract just tells you off the rip, you're not on our team. Now, they haven't signed Prosper to one yet. They haven't signed anybody else yet to a developmental deal that I'm seeing. But let me see. Let me go on their website, on their IG page. This is something that you need to look at. So she's not going to make the basketball team, clearly. Lucy Olsen is who's this video is largely going to be about. Lucy Olsen, man, she's gonna be in a battle for playing time with this squad. Just keeping it completely real. She's gonna be in a battle for playing time. This team this year that she's on is a much better team than the one she was on last year. There's a lot more talent around her. If you ask me, I do think she's on this team. I do think she'll make this team. I just have concerns over what her role on this team will be. Will it be will it be that she is the backup shooting guard? Will she be a backup small forward? She's not going to start. Like we can get that out of your brain right now. She's not a starter. She's an above average player in the WNBA. I know I have a lot of people that follow Iowa Hawkeyes basketball that do follow my podcast. And I did have one person ask me about Lucy Olsen. When you look at this roster, is she in the second five? I'd say yes. I'd say she does make this team. I think Rory Harmon will make this team. Now, the rest of these players, we'll see how it goes. I mean, after week one, we'll have a pretty good idea of who's going to make the final cut. But when it comes down to Lucy Olsen, she's a 5'10 guard. She's not really a point guard. She's more of a two. And that's where the issue is. Um, she's a two. She's a two in a point guard body. She's only 5'10. She had a decent at best season last year. She's averaged 4 points per game, and that's okay. The stat their website, the WNBA website never works. Like this was what separates people because like Lucy Olsen averaged her last year at Iowa, her year at Iowa, 17.9 points. Her last year at Villanova, she averaged 23.3. But again, she averaged 5 assists at Iowa. She averaged 3.8 assists at Villanova her last year. She's listed on Sports Reference at 5'9". She's listed at 5'9". She is a guard. She is a point guard body who doesn't really play point. Her handle isn't strong enough on the WNBA level to play point. And you can look at her numbers last season. She played in 41 games. She averaged 12 minutes a game. She took 4 shots a game. She shot 41.5%. She shot the ball terribly from the 3-point line. She was 27.1%. And she averaged 1.2 assists, 1.2 rebounds. Now, Georgia Moore is back. Georgia Moore is going to be. I think that Georgia Moore or Rory Harmon ends up being the starting point guard. I mean, if Rory Harmon does Rory Harmon things, I think Rory Harmon is the starting point guard. Which means Lucy Olsen's going to be fighting with some people for time. What the starting lineup is, what it looks like, that's going to be a question. Because if you've got Cody McMahon, you've got Cody McMahon, you got Onyenwere. Those are two that play the same position per se, but are bigger. How tall is Onyenwere? How tall is Onyenwere? I think Onyenwere is like 6 foot tall. She's 6 foot tall. Probably I'd say a better athlete than Lucy Olsen. It could be this is gonna be tough, man. I'm being real. This is gonna be tough for Lucy Olsen because McMahon, Onyenwere, Citron. Those are 3 small forward 2 guard players. If you want me to rank them in order of 1 to 10, Lucy Olsen's probably number 9 or 10 on the depth chart. I wonder how much time she gets this year. So that's a concern. I think she makes the team, but I wonder aloud how many minutes she plays. She might play less than she played last year. I think Cody McMahon's better than her. I'm not going to sit here and say Michaela Onyenwere is better than her, but she's probably better than her too. Because if Lucy Olsen can't hit 3-point shots, 5'9". Like we gotta hold people to the same accountability standards. In college, she was at 36% at Iowa her last year, but even in college, she was only 33%. So she got to get that 3-point shot better. That's key for her. That will be key. That's the key for playing time. That will be the key for playing time. So those are my thoughts on Lucy Olsen. I just don't know. I really don't know, man. It's one of those things where she got to fight for time, man. She got to fight to get time and earn her time. In the meantime, we've got a couple of interviews here. We got an interview today from Lauren Betts from training camp. Let's play this for y'all right now. Let's bring this on for y'all right now. This is courtesy of Finest Magazine because there's nothing else anywhere else. Let's play this for y'all.
What did it feel like to be out there for the first time? First day of training camp. What's your take on it?
Yeah, it was amazing. It was like intense. We competed today. Everyone got better, so it was just a good experience to learn from all the people here, and kind of just learn how they run things here. So I had a lot of fun.
What was the biggest thing that you are going to take away, and the biggest thing that you learned specifically?
Yeah, I think just trust the process. Like, you're not going to get everything in one day. There's a lot of learning, a lot of things being thrown at us. So just staying confident and continuing to just get better every day.
Do you have a plan in making sure your body is rested enough? But you just came off your college season and now you're just going into the W. So.
Yeah, they're going to take good care of me here, and I've already talked to all the staff, so they know, and I'm sure they know that I just came off of a long season. So just making sure that I'm taking extra care of my body, and like Kiki's done a really good job of just making sure that I know that. So it's a long season, so just treatments, doing whatever I can do before and after practice.
And what type of player do you envision yourself becoming in the W?
What kind of player?
Yeah.
The best version of me. That's what I plan on being. Thank you.
What's it like with this team being so young and the vets kind of only being a year, one class older than you guys?
Yeah, I mean, it's really cool because I've grown up, playing with them, watching them, so I feel like, they're kind of like my friends, but it's been amazing just to learn from them, and they've had an amazing season last season, so they've established themselves really well, and they know what to do, so it's just been really amazing to learn, and they're all really nice and helpful.
With Corey Close, what advice did she give you prior to day one of training camp?
Yeah, just like I've earned being here. Like, this spot wasn't just given to me. Like, it's, I've earned the spot. And so just being a sponge, learning from everybody, asking questions, showing up on time, making sure I'm doing all the right things, and just, being a good teammate.
So there you heard it from Lauren Betts. Thank you to finestmag.com. Go check them out on YouTube because they're the only ones I could find any type of interview from. It's crazy to me. They're the first 3 clips, so do check them out. But yeah, that's Lauren Betts on her first day. What are y'all thoughts of all this? What are y'all thoughts of what Lauren Betts had to say? I think Lauren Betts is gonna be a monster. I think she'd be able to be a monster. So, y'all let me know y'all thoughts in the comments. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. What do you think of what do you think of Lucy Olsen's status? So, again, hit the like button, hype the video, subscribe, share, the whole 9. This is where it's at, baby. This is Washington Mystics Unfiltered. Let's go.